here with yet another episode with a fresh set of young leaders from Chubby Cheeks Spring Valley High School, Porvorim. A warm welcome to the two of you to the CCR TV studio.
Thank you, ma'am.
How does it feel to be the head boy and head girl of a school?
I would say that it is an immense privilege, and definitely it shows the trust the students have in you. And I remember the day that the results were announced. As soon as I heard my name as head girl, I was filled with a sense of joy. And in that early morning, 8 o'clock, I resolved that I would do the best and work to the best of my abilities to do whatever I could for my school.
That's nice. What about you? How did it feel?
The confidence that the teachers had in me was overwhelming. It was a privilege to get an opportunity to represent my fellow students. I felt really happy when my name was announced as the head boy for the year 2022-23.
Speaking of names, we didn't do a formal introduction, so go ahead and tell everybody your names and where you're from and what you really like to do.
Hello everyone, my name is Amber Martins and I am currently the head girl of Chubby Cheeks Spring Valley High School for the year 2022-23. My hobbies would be literature, reading and music, definitely.
And my name is Albert Ferrand and I'm the head boy of Chubby Cheeks. My hobbies are, I'm good at sports, I like martial arts, football, and I like civics and history as my favorite subjects.
That's nice. Martial arts, what do you train in?
It's a form of martial arts. Its name is Square Martial Arts.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Its name is Square Martial Arts.
Square.
Yes.
Okay.
It was originated from Kashmir.
Oh wow.
And now more than 20 countries are practicing this art.
Is it a is it a combat martial art, or it's non-combative, or do you have equipment that you use, or it's just no equipment?
It's both combat and non-combat. There are some fights in which we use equipment, but in some we just do the katas and kwankes, stuff like that.
That's nice. That's very interesting. I'm getting to know something. I did not know that Kashmir had its own form of martial arts. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Thank you for telling us. And history.
Yes.
That is very remarkable. History and martial arts. You seem a man of honor, dignity, and a lot of forward thinking. Do you plan to join politics?
Mostly I'm thinking of joining, means if I get an opportunity to be a CM one day.
Wow, that is high ambition, and kudos to you. We hope that you do, and you've started young. It always helps. What about you? What's the aim for the future?
Right now, I have taken a goal of doing my best for my 10th standard, and that is a goal that takes my time definitely, and I enjoy working, because I think when you start working, especially towards your studies, you realize that you do enjoy learning, even maths. Outside, when you look at the textbook, a sense of overwhelming fear. I am never going to be able to do this. But once you actually sit down and get to know exactly the matter and the theory of the the chapter, you do get a sense of, I can do this and I enjoy doing it. So far, my current goal is to
do very well. It's amazing to see the two different types of goal settings that you're presenting.
Yes.
There's always short-term goals, medium-term goals, and then there is the long-term goals. And this is a beautiful example for all of our viewers to always remember. You can excel at your short-term goals while keeping your long-term goals in mind, and at the same time you can have your full focus on your short-term goal and then plan the medium-term and long-term. But to have a goal is what is very, very essential. 5 words to describe yourself. What are the 5 words you'd use? Albert, let's start with you. 5 words to describe yourself.
I'm a hardworking person, one who likes perfection, and a lover of sports.
Wow, what about you?
I would say that I'm a person with a very warm personality.
I agree.
Thank you. I am creative and I like outside the box thinking, and I'm also very empathetic towards my peers and everyone I meet. And I always hope that in some way I was able to help or bring a smile to whoever I meet. And yes, that is what.
That is very sweet. Have you ever thought, I was, even in the previous episode when we were talking to the students of, to the head boys of Loyola's Margao, I asked them this question, and this is something that I want to know from all the head boys and head girls I meet in this current year in Goa. How many students are there in the 10th standard in your school? Approximately, do you know?
Yes, in our batch we have 78 students.
All right, so let's say 78 students, right? Among 78 students, the two of you have been privy to a leadership role. What is it that you see or you get to do? How is it that it enriches your life that all the other students do not get? What is it about being a leader that shapes you or makes you or changes you?
It has helped me to become more confident, responsible, and also has helped me to handle difficult situations, which I was not able to do before. But after becoming the head boy, I'm able to do it.
Which makes
Yes.
sense, yes. What about you?
I think being a leader has brought my sense of responsibility, of course, to the fore. And as a leader, I have learned to ensure a good environment for the working of my team. I have also learned that in the cabinet, as head boy or head girl, you have members of your cabinet, the captains, who are all the top of their separate respective,
Teams, yes.
be it the conservation minister, sports minister, so many. And you also have a varying difference of personalities, definitely. So we are, as head boy and head girl, it was our responsibility to make sure that we find different ways to ensure the perfect output, and a output that will help orchestrate a beautiful harmony of help and contribution towards our school.
Learning to run a team, learning to be disciplined, to plan it. I think organizing and planning
Yes.
is something that you become privy to as a leader, as a young leader.
Definitely.
What have been the challenges, if there were any?
I think initially, of course, we had a few differences of opinion, and you have to learn when to exert your authority in such a way that it is not dominating, but you have a firm hand and you keep control of your members of your team. So, and also the difference between a friendship and then there is when you're on duty, you're like prim and proper. So that was a balance that it was a bit challenging and tricky initially, but I think we got the hang of
safely
it.
to the other
end.
side.
Yes.
What about you? Anything else that you found challenging?
At the initial stages, handling a bully, it was a bit difficult. But then when you started to talk personally to him, telling him that this is not what you should do, telling him that, think that you are in that particular situation.
True.
What would have happened if you were in that situation? So it helped to change him, means he started listening and then he changed. And also to be unbiased when you do your duty
Yes.
is the most challenging thing.
I completely agree with you. If there is one thing that has come across through a lot of the interviews so far with student council members, is this being able to manage and kind of be a mediator between different perspectives and different opinions.
Yes.
So for who are watching, you could be young adults, you could be youngsters, even parents and others. I think we need to teach our younger generation, we need to teach children to be able to see other people's perspectives. This helps them not only in leadership roles, but when they go out of the school, when they go out and have to be part of teams or lead those teams. It is a big quality that I think we need to learn, imbibe in ourselves. And one of the most basic segment in this skill is listening.
Yes.
I think active listening takes such a forward role. Being able to listen to someone else who thinks it is the opposite direction that you need to go in, and then to
Yes.
probably bring them back. What about the school? I know that. How many years have you been in the school?
I joined Spring Valley High from grade 4.
Okay, so
So,
grade 4. What
yes.
about you?
It's been 13 years. I've joined since KG.
Wow, you've
Yes.
spent all of your childhood in the
Yes.
school, and even from grade 4, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I know you've not seen other schools in that sense, you've not studied in other schools, but what do you think makes your school very special? What do you think is the most special quality about your school?
Our school strives to uphold its motto, which is care, character, and confidence in each and every individual. And the unique thing about a school is it gives equal importance to sports as well as education.
Yes, definitely what Albert said, our school aims to develop a holistic approach. They take a holistic approach towards the students, and we are constantly mentored on all of our skills, all of the areas we can perfect, be it scholastic or non-scholastic, discipline, any areas. And also a thing that is a department that I think makes our school truly unique is our special education, inclusive education department, with our teachers who are so understanding, and it also helps us to understand different kinds of people, different how we are privileged, and it helps to build inclusivity.
You
could
have
say.
a special needs classroom?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Wow.
we also have the classroom, and we also have classes where they are with us.
Wow.
They are with us. They are very much with us, and we are very much like they are best friends.
This is a shout out going to Chubby Cheeks High School in Porvorim. I think you're doing these kids a big service and a big blessing. And when I mean these kids, I mean all us students, even adults, when we can be one and be in the same room as special needs kids. I think we learn so much. We are grateful, we become more empathetic, and it certainly goes with the motto of confidence and care. And what was the third one?
Character.
And character. Kudos to you. Congratulations on setting the mission and the vision very clear and teaching young kids of these very beautiful values. What amazes me is that you know that empathy is important, that care is important. I think this is the first time I'm hearing care being in the motto of a school. Talking about more care. Teachers.
Yes.
Teachers, I think they're the most caring people. You're going to miss them a lot.
Definitely.
Yes.
Are you going to cry for your
Today-
farewell?
We were crying already. Today was our last day in school, and we were already, all of us, I think, like just thinking about how they've seen us grow from little small kids as each year we've progressed. I was just thinking today about how every year, every June, I would run up the steps, be a little taller, except 9th standard. I think after the COVID pandemic, I just stopped growing.
Growing. Okay.
But the teachers
yes.
definitely have been such a big part of our character development as well as our skills in academic and scholastic fields.
Yes. I'm sure. Are you going to cry on your farewell day, Albert? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you just shed a very quiet tear. It's okay. If you feel like crying, you must. You must just. They're very emotional moments when you've spent so long in a place that you're not going to see that pattern. But there are better pastures to go on too. How would you encourage, and why rather would you encourage youngsters to take leadership positions at a young age? You can go ahead and directly tell them. Firstly, should they take a leadership position, and why and how?
Definitely they should take a leadership position because it creates a sense of responsibility within them and also helps them to enhance the leadership qualities which are within them. It also helps to handle situations and tasks which you might feel difficult, but later on you will succeed in them. Yes.
True. What about you?
Yes, as Albert said, it enhances the skills of quick decision making. You have to be able to make a decision quickly and wisely. You have to learn how to do your best to help even the child with the child who needs your attention, your care, your love, sometimes even the most, and how to make everyone work together cohesively as a team also, And it also helps you, it sets you up for the future. I think different perspectives, gaining different perspectives, taking on leadership roles in your future, be it in your workplace or even at home.
Who has supported you the most in this journey of a year?
My mother. I think every year, obviously, since I was born, my mother is a person who she is such a caring, kind-hearted, strong, independent woman who has helped me to become what I am today. And whenever I would need help throughout the competitions, if she would have to wait out in the car, she would do whatever needed to ensure that I got the best output, and she still does today, and I am so grateful for her.
A big shout out to this lovely young girl's mom. A big shout out for all the work you do, and thank you to all the parents. Actually, I know you do a lot for the kids, and kudos to you for your work. What about you?
Both my parents. They both supported me hand in hand to take this role and to achieve whatever goals I've set. They have helped me throughout the year. Whenever I needed something, they were always there for me. Yes.
That's true. Our parents, I think, are ardent motivators, and they're constantly encouraging us to be the best versions of ourselves.
Indeed.
What are the things that you learned other than just, of course, managing teams, or are there any other qualities that you had to enhance in yourself? There are some qualities that you have, and that's why you became the leader. Like, I'm sure both of you were very good in your studies, and you know your academics were taken care of. You all participated in co-curricular activities. But what qualities have you had to, or skills have you had to learn over the past year, or teach yourself to be able to do this role justice?
I think for me, I have had, in certain situations, I have felt the need to be a bit more firm in my decisions and the way I speak. So I think, as I said, the balance between the friendship and the leadership role is not an easy one, especially to maintain. But I have found that I had to find a way to convey my message in a way that does not feel offensive, but still gets the job done.
You've had to learn to set boundaries and ask firmly.
Yes, for some cases, definitely.
Yeah. What about you?
I needed to develop my cooperation skills to cooperate with the head girl and other cabinet members to take a decision whenever needed to be taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had to learn to cooperate more, to work with the team more. But I totally agree with both your points. I think it can be challenging, and you have to learn something. It's very important, no matter in which sphere of life you are in and where you are right now, to go ahead and assess what do you need to learn to move forward, and be mindful of it. Ask a friend, ask someone for help, and they will teach you that. You have your goals set in front of you, long-term goals and short-term goals. Do you think you're going to become, let's say, the head boy or the head girl for your 11th or 12th standard? Do you think you'd go for the position again?
I think I definitely would. I think that it is a learning experience that is incredibly invaluable for the future. So I would definitely think that I would run for the position again. It has taught me so much already this year. And so, yes.
Yes.
I think
what about you? Will you go for it?
I will. Because I've learned a lot. Because I've learned a lot of leadership qualities, and also I will be able to enhance them in the 11th or maybe the 12th.
I agree.
Yes.
Okay. If you had to have a dinner, let's go a little bit situational with you.
Okay.
If you had to have a dinner and you could call any 5 people, living or dead, you don't have to worry about how they're going to come to that dinner. They'll just come there. I mean, the flights are arranged, the tickets are booked, the dinner is set, everything is ready. Who would these 5 people be who you'd like to have dinner with?
Well, I think I would like to have dinner with Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
I think maybe someone like Meryl Streep
Nice.
and Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
I adore her. And also maybe Barack Obama. He has definitely a lot of experience and is a very inspirational personality. And PJ Abdul Kalam. I
Wow.
think.
Oh, that's a broad spectrum.
Yes, and I think that is so nice to have so many conversations at one table and from different fields and different aspects, different times of life. I think that would be a very enriching experience.
Other than APJ Abdul Kalam, I think you can still have that dinner.
Yes.
You can still have that dinner.
Definitely.
I hope you have that one. What about you? Who do you think you'd meet and talk to?
I will maybe a freedom fighter like Bhagat Singh,
Very good.
Mahatma Gandhi,
Yes.
a sports persons like Cristiano Ronaldo, then my favorite Rafael Nadal,
Yes, Rafa. Yes.
and the Prime Minister of India.
Yes. You're going to take down notes about how to move forward with your plan. It's nice to see such varying perspectives, and it's good to have people you look up to, you learn from, and even if you don't. Yeah, I know when we were writing the questions, we were back and we were thinking what we're going to write, and I was putting the questions together. I thought, if you know who you want to talk with, you would also know what you want to talk with them. Like if you have said Oprah Winfrey or if you have said Rafael Nadal, you almost know what you're going to ask them. Had they ever come in front of you, you'd be like, I want to ask you this. And just with the fact that you know what question you're going to ask, you know where you're headed and which direction, and someday, for sure, the answer for that question will come to you. Maybe they'll meet you in person.
Yes.
What plans after the 10th standard exams are done? That little break that you get, what are you going to do? Big plans, no plans?
Well, for the first week, I think catching up on sleep is a much needed.
I've heard that one before. I have heard that one before. We're going to catch on sleep. Yes.
Yes. And after that, I think I would do all the things. I would go in my garden, look at the plants, play with my dog, read a book, and immerse myself in all the activities that perhaps I could not completely devote my time to this year.
Very important. What about you? What are you going to do, Albert?
First of all, I'll start working out again, which I stopped, so that I can join my martial arts classes again.
Yes.
So I've just recently received the black belt.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thanks very much. And I'll be looking forward to teaching other students.
Wow!
Yes.
From one leadership role to another, you really are on a roll, Albert. And yes, I think now with exams approaching, it's a good cue for you. Every time you get really tired, okay, and take this from me, and this is for everybody watching. Every time you get really tired and you do not even want to read another word, you are done. You just tell yourself, have a piece of paper next to you and say, things I will do when my exams are done. And write down things that you've fantasized for 5 minutes. Close your eyes and say, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, I'm going to meet that friend, I'm going to watch that movie, I'm going to go train my friends, I'm going to go back and join my gym, whatever it is. And give yourself the permission that you're going to do all these things, and then get back to studies, finish the exams, and then go ahead and ace that list. It was a joy speaking to the two of you. I see that you have clear vision and you know what you want to do. I wish the two of you lots of luck and
Thank you
blessings.
so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for being good leaders.
It was such a privilege to be here. Thank you for making us both feel so comfortable. Thank you for your warm presence, and it was truly a joy.
Thank you. If you'd like to say something to your school, the principal, this is the moment. Go ahead and you can send them a kind word.
I would like to thank the full management of my school, teachers, the headmistress, and my friends who have always supported me and helped me, even in the times when I'm down. Still, they've taken me up, lifted me up, and have helped me so much. Thank you very much.
To all my lovely teachers, Ma'am Selena, you are an inspiration, and I have told you this so many times, and I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Teachers, thank you all so much for shaping me, for shaping my life, my character. The values that you have taught me, I will take with me forever as the last bells ring at my time at Spring Valley High. My friends, hello guys.
I think you're going to just tear up at this point of time.
Thank you all so much for the memories, the support, and I will miss you all, and until we meet again.
Yes, until you all meet again, and we'll see you hopefully in different spaces in time, and we'll hear more about this lovely journey that you've taken on. So God bless,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you again.
Thank
You so much for
you.
watching. We'll see you with yet more young guns from Goa who are getting ready to take on the world in their own unique way.